I heard this quote recently about a leader who does his work through a broken heart. That deeply resonated with me as I looked at my life and thought about the work that I've done. At 20, I started an anti-trafficking nonprofit in the Southeast. That was my first exposure to how much the zip code you grow up in can determine the trajectory of your life. I had already accepted a job in Indianapolis in corporate America, so I moved there, moved into an apartment complex in the Arts District, and little did I know there was a shelter next door for victims of domestic violence. As I was walking home one day, I walked past this family sitting on the street corner who actually lived at the shelter. It was a mom and her 7 kids, and I immediately loved them and became friends with them. I spent a lot of time with them over the next couple of years as I watched them navigate our systems in America. It made some of the concepts that I knew intellectually extremely personal as I watched my friends walk through systems that weren't really set up for their success. Then I moved to Los Angeles. I started this monthly speaker series on faith and work and business and impact. That grew pretty quickly, and all of a sudden I was faced with the question of, okay, I have a couple hundred people showing up to talk about impact, but as a leader and as a steward of this community of people, what's a compelling way for me to actually push them out to make impact in a real way in a city that's incredibly divided in Los Angeles? This is where I learned about the role of capital and how capital could be a really interesting, creative way of not only creating real impact, but also bridging community. I was chatting with a friend at this time about this passion of mine, and he said there's only one other person I know who talks like this, and her name is Jen Kenning, and she runs a firm called Align Impact. And the rest is history. I'm a client advisor at Align, which means everything I do revolves around the client. From the softer values conversations that drive the more strategic parts of our engagement, to building a portfolio across asset classes, to helping clients implement investments that are aligned with their values. There's this old Bible verse that says, "Where your treasure is, there your heart will be also." It is such a unique experience to sit with clients and talk about their treasure and also their heart. I also love it because it means that I get to play that bridge role. I get to sit on this side with our clients and have these deep conversations. And I also get to advocate for and show up for communities that I've spent a lot of my life serving on the ground. It's kind of a perfect role for me. I love that everyone is here on purpose. We all had some experience that made us believe that private capital is part of the solution to solving some of the world's greatest issues. At Align, we have compiled a group of people from all different backgrounds, all different disciplines, all different countries, speaking all different languages, and it's created a culture of collaboration in a way that I never could have imagined. It's kept us from becoming an echo chamber and allowed us to challenge each other and push each other and work together to really drive forward the space and find solutions that are best for our clients.